Hello, my name is Moniola Olawoye, and I'll be talking about ionic radius. So, atomic radius goes by periodic trends, but ionic radius varies from this. This is because of the differing amount of electrons that ions have compared to neutral atoms. So, in this image, we see that there's an attraction between the protons in the nucleus and the outer electrons in the outer shells. There's an attraction between those two, and there's a repulsion between the electrons. And this contributes to the varying sizes between ions. So, when a neutral atom loses electrons, the size decreases. This is because of the increased effective nuclear charge, meaning the attraction between the protons in the nucleus and the electrons increase. So they're pulling on them more. And there's decreased shielding. So there's fewer electron-electron repulsions that are pushing the electrons apart. So because the protons are able to pull on the remaining electrons more than they could in the neutral atoms, the size becomes smaller. The ionic radius becomes smaller. And when a neutral atom gains electrons, their size increases. This is because of the decreased effective nuclear charge. The attraction between the protons in the nucleus and the electrons decreases. And there's an increased shielding. So there's more electron-electron repulsion, which allows for more pushing of the electrons for them to push each other to be further apart. Now that electrons outnumber the amount of protons, the protons are not able to pull on all of the electrons with the same attraction as it would with the neutral atom, making the ionic radius smaller. This is a lithium neutral atom. It has 3 electrons and 3 protons. When you add an electron, we now have a lithium -1 ion. The size is bigger because the protons aren't able to pull on all of the electrons with the same attraction it did in the lithium neutral atom. And also, because of the extra electron, there is more electron-electron repulsion. So the electron cloud expands because the electrons move apart from each other. Now, in the lithium plus ion, there's 1 less electron from the neutral atom. There's 2 electrons and now 3 protons. And because the protons outnumber the electrons, it can pull on it more than it would in the neutral atom. And also, now that there's fewer electrons, there's less repulsion. So they're moving apart from each other less. So the size is smaller. And that is ionic radius.